You could stay safe and not play too greedy. Coke or Pepsi? Diet Coke or Pep is better than Diet Pepsi, but Pepsi's better than Coke. What do I think of Terran Mech? It's really effing good. Do I know Spanishiwa? Yeah, I've met Mike at LANs before. Spanishiwa was really cool, easy to talk to. I remember I was a nobody at the time that I talked to him, and he like indulged in full conversation, talked about strategy, school, life, StarCraft 2. It was really fun. Great guy. Love Spanishiwa. Do you think there are beta tournaments at Heart of the Swarm? Yeah, there will be stuff in the future. NASL is planning on doing stuff with Heart of the Swarm. Don't worry.
I worry.
Frodan, you got approval for your parents in StarCraft. Do you think your parents would ever approve you marrying a non-Chinese girl? Well, they better.
Why?
Well, because I do like Asian girls, but I also like non-Asian girls. I don't see the world in color, Kevin.
Me neither.
Is K-pop related to StarCraft 2? Of course.
Okay,
Watch any Korean stream.
I will go like I hope he doesn't like go something silly, so I can chartle drop him, and then I will try to get Tempest out.
Any tips to a new Protoss player, Kevin? Someone asked that.
Watch Sasa's stream.
Watch Sase's stream. I agree. Sase is great. If you could rename StarCraft, what would you call it? Oh, that's actually a really interesting question.
Roach Wars.
Heart of the Roach.
Legacy of the Roach.
Legacy of the Roach.
Roaches of Liberty.
Rainer's Roaches. What's the second game that NSL is going to pick up the season? We're going to see. We're in talks. We'd love as many games as viable, but it also strains our graphics, guys. I think one thing to take that I always took for granted was production value in any tournament. When I came here, I see how much work goes behind it. Every single graphic is tough to like kind of switch between. Everyone says they like Asian girls. I wonder how many of them are not Asian too.
I like Asian girls, but I like all girls. I don't see the world through color for her.
That's right. Do you know something about Kiwikaki? Do I miss him? Yeah, Kiwikaki is one of the guys that I tried copying a lot of his builds when he was one of the players that really inspired me to play Protoss when I was first starting to play. Does TOS need a new gateway unit? Maybe. I think a Dark Archon would be cool if they find a good way to implement it. Oh, come on. The Big Lebowski or Dumb and Dumber? It's got to be the Big Lebowski, man. Shout out to Shane Jolly, who's getting shipped out in 4 days.
Where's he going?
I don't know where he's going, but thank you for serving. We have a military veteran who comes in and helps out the office as well. And those people make us safe, and I really appreciate that.
It's true.
Someone says you should look into Smite. I played a lot of Smite with Mr. Bitter. It's a really fun game. I think Ymir is really strong in that game.
Hey, because you can backdoor in this map, I think 4 gates and stuff are going to be so popular against Terran. It's unreal.
Yeah, especially if they go for a quick expand. What do you think is more important in a player, inspiration or devotion? I guess, like, if they inspire others or if they're devoted to the game. Definitely devotion to the game, because devotion to the game in itself is inspiring. Have I heard of the new free-to-play Command & Conquer? I have. I think free-to-play games is the future of games. If you can find a good way to implement it, because that's what mobile gaming has gone to. That's what MOBA game has gone to. When I say mobile, I mean like smartphone games and stuff. Because a couple of dollars here and there tagged on a month that people don't care about, but like that $60 purchase, they think it's just hard for them to do it. So I think Command & Conquer has a lot of potential, and I like to see what they can do. I don't think competition's a bad thing.
We are one with the shadows.
What's the story behind Rotterdam and Frodan? Well, Rotterdam is from Rotterdam.
Look, sniping the fresh meal.
Ooh, you got it. Nice. Can you get the second meal? Oh, no. The story behind my nickname is I did a movie. I did like a short movie to help my sister apply for an associate producer position at a film company called Starline back in New Jersey. And I starred in her film. It was supposed to be it was a really funny film, and she was doing a bunch of parodies of a lot of famous movies like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and The Matrix, like all these epic movies. And I played one of the roles, and I was supposed to be Frodo, but instead of Frodo, I was Frodan, and that kind of just stuck on. I thought it was a catchy name. So yes, it's a nickname my sister gave me. What's my least favorite Heart of the Swarm unit? Everyone knows by now.
Don't tell me it's the Tempest.
My least favorite? No, that's my favorite, Kevin, bar none. Tempest games always provide entertaining games. Wow, good kiting from those Marines. Are there new destructible rocks in Heart of the Storm? Yes, there are. Destructible rocks, you can collapse them now to kind of form a wall. What do I think about Take and what he's done for esports? Take is, I think, one of those people that really helps push esports forward because he brings something so new to the table. Love his Home Story Cup production, love his team. I like even the small things he does, like tries to push out different products that people never heard about because it seems like in certain regions it's just the same sponsors over and over. I would love like when he does like those chairs, the DX Racer chairs. Those are awesome. Can't wait to get one myself in the future. I hope Take keeps doing what he does, and I can't wait for Home Story 6. Pokemon or Digimon? Has to be Pokemon, although I love the Digimon series up until Season 4. Season 4 is when they became the Digimon, I think. Season 3... Season 1 and Season 2 were the same story arc, and Season 3 was when they did that card swipe thing, which was, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty badass. Favorite Dragon Ball Z character? It was Gohan for a while, but then he became a total female dog, and I didn't like him anymore, and became Vegeta because I think Vegeta had true transformation in a character, and I love that in a series. I love having redemption too because Vegeta fought for more than himself in the end. A lot of people thought it was a cop-out because they wanted to make him seem like a good guy, but I do like seeing full cycle in a character's storyline. Well, I changed the race I play for Heart of the Swarm. I already changed the race. I changed to random. That's why I spend every season playing one race. I don't play random on ladder. I always choose one race to play. But I do believe in playing every race because I want to be able to increase my knowledge, even though my knowledge, I think, is not anywhere near compared to like Rotterdam or Greetor. Did NASL drop tribes? I don't know how to answer that. Do I play Guild Wars 2? No, but I'd love to if I have the time. But honestly, the games I play right now are StarCraft and some MOBA games. And maybe once in a while I play Minesweeper. I actually really love playing Minesweeper. What characters were my mains in Smash Bros? In Melee, I really like playing Falco, but so does everyone. I also really enjoy playing Jigglypuff before everyone found out she was OP. What do I think of Diablo 3? It's an okay game. Didn't capture the same magic in Diablo 2, especially with Uber hunting. I really love those kinds of things. In Diablo 3, it still has a lot of potential to grow because you can expand it and stuff. But for now, it's just okay to me. What's the best way for you unlucky players to get a beta key? Pay for one. If you're really unlucky, you'll never get one otherwise. Or find a friend that does and just share it. Honestly, just you can go in with a bunch of friends and just say, like, we'll pay for one together, and we'll all share it, and just make sure you're not to do it at the same time. When do you think tournaments will switch to Heart of the Swarm? As soon as it's officially released. Shane, the other guy, says he's going to boot camp in Georgia and probably get called out to Iraq. Best wishes to him, and our prayers with him as well. If you if I was to make out with either Mr. Vitter or Rotterdam, who would I pick? Neither, probably to save them, to spare them. Who would win between Kerrigan and Neo? That goes without saying. Neo, he would jump inside Kerrigan, and well, everyone knows how that one ends. Favorite recent single-player game? I actually really like Final Fantasy 13 too. Man, look at this guy, just making marauders. Final Fantasy 13-2, for those of you who don't know, was a time warp game where you constantly jump to different periods of time to find out. But what was cool is that you could close the time gate and redo a section and have a different result because in case you want to change certain decisions you make throughout the game. So I think it's a really cool way to play the game because it's not only do you jump in time, but you get to see how you can do it differently. Naruto or Bleach? Ah, they both got bad. I'm just gonna say it.
What am I doing?
Yu-Gi-Mon, Pokemon, or Magic? The cards? Oh, gotta be Magic, man. I used to think Yu-Gi-Oh was so good when I was like 13, 14, and then I played Magic and realized how much deeper of a game it was. Things like you can attack as soon as you summon, that's OP. No energy cost is OP. Stuff like that is just so imbalanced. And there is stuff that's really strong Magic-wise, but I mean, it's a much more balanced game. Yu-Gi-Oh is way too abusable. Do I like old school indie games? Oh, Terraria. Yeah, I play Terraria. It's alright. It's not my kind of game though. I don't like too open worlds. That's why I don't like playing Minecraft or really open RPG stuff. I think I like having a quest in a way. At least some mainline. Am I good juggling with the Gix equipment? Hey, Defect. Shout out to Defect. He's a guy from Denmark that trained at the Bitter House. Am I good at Gix has this juggling with batons. I'm really bad at it, but Defects was pretty good. He is also a good cube solver, so shout out to him. What SE2 unit would make the best pet? Would you like to answer that, Kev? The Roach. You would never, ever get hurt ever again. Where can I buy a Hotter Swarm beta key? I'm sure if you guys search it, there's people selling. There has to be. There's always people who sell it. They're making a new 13. I know 13 Tactics was supposed to be good, like, but then I heard they cancel Final Fantasy 13 Tactics, and it looked like such a good storyline. Like based off the trailer, it looked like it had so much potential, and then they canceled it. They announced Final Fantasy 13-3. Really? Huh. I will definitely check that out. Some guy wants to let you know, Kevin, that you're his favorite caster. Someone, apparently, Yoon YJ that you're playing against is an Australian pro gamer playing for NVIDIA. That's cool.
Doesn't seem very pro to me.
Oh wow. Have I tried out DayZ? I really hate scare games and stuff like that. Like I'm really bad at Amnesia. I played Slender Man the other day and I freaked out. I screamed, and then I remember watching it because it was me, my roommate, and Mr. Bitter's girlfriend, and I made sure that all three of us were within a close proximity that night when we went to sleep because I wanted to make sure no one was going to attack. I get scared so easily.
What the hell, Frodo?
Do I play WoW? No, I don't. Cats or dogs? I love both, but I love cats. I identify with cats a lot better. What's my opinion on Day 9? As in general, I think Day 9 is responsible for a lot of growth. I showed my part of when I helped make my mom understand more about StarCraft was I showed her some of Day 9's videos because he's very eloquent, and I think he's someone that's invaluable to our community that people often don't appreciate because it's very easy to take for granted what's already there. And I also want to compliment Sean of his willingness to put his play out there because I think casters should do that more often and not be afraid. I'm not saying that they should force people to watch them, like say like, here, this is what I can do, but the fact that they're willing to do those kinds of things earns respect. So I think people should take that for what it's worth. The color of my shoes are black and white. Black and white? Oh, wait, that's not how the song goes.
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Do I look forward to seeing the movie Looper? That seems kind of cool. I do like time things, but I always feel like there's too many loopholes in the storylines. That's why I think it's very careful. But if they do Looper correctly, I think it'd be one of the sickest badass movies. And I always do like Bruce Willis in intense movies. especially when he was doing Die Hard. Best expert Minesweeper time is 102 seconds. I'm not very good, but I mean, I'm not trying to be pro at Minesweeper. I'm a StarCraft caster. StarCraft 2 is just as good as Dota, which is better than League of Legends. It's all a matter of opinion. I'm glad that StarCraft 2 people welcome Dota 2. I just hope people can work together more across games. What do you think about viewers who actually haven't played the beta losing their mind, declaring with no doubt that so-and-so unit is horrible? I think people need to have more evidence to make any claim, not just in StarCraft, but in life.
Hold on. I think I'm about to make a mistake I always make.
You're going Tempest? What if you snipe his Ghost with Tempest? Just make like 3 Tempests, and if he ever gets too close, just snipe it. Good feedbacks too, by the way, on the Ghost before you made it into a thing. My favorite Zerg unit right now is the Viper. I think it's so cool.
Where's this mothership core team?
Favorite video game music is the original Brood War music.
Can I energize my own mothership core?
Thanks. Oh, I don't. That makes it so weird. You spend energy to get energy back.
Yeah, but you spend energy to get more energy. I don't think that's all that weird.
Do you think Suppy could be the next Stefano? The thing about Suppy is the same thing with like people like Mana and other pro gamers are still in school. It's just really tough to balance both worlds. I think Suppy's good enough to maintain his skill level and maybe even improve a little bit, but the rate of how much you get better when you dedicate your time and everything, no person will tell you otherwise. Like, you're not going to get worse from that, so. I think Suppy has a lot of potential. I just think based off his school schedule, because I think he's a sophomore now. He still has a lot of years left in school. I would love to see him do well. Suppy is a guy that I've been casting at CSL for a while, and I think he has all the tools ready to be successful. Oh my god. That Roddy. That Roddy! Woo! Unless he's calling offensive GG. Then that's kind of BM.
I don't know, is it?
Oh, wow. Good stuff, man. That was a really good game.
Yeah. That was nice. I think I'm playing pretty okay right now, no? And I made a Tempest.
I know. I think if you snipe Ghost with it, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, how are you ever gonna get vision? There's no Terran who's just gonna be like, okay,
they scan and snipe
here are the
observers.
observers. Like, any Terran has so many observers.
Preordained?
Sorry?
Preordained?
Yeah, maybe like if you use the Oracle to get vision of the units, but that's some really high next level stuff.
That's really...
Yeah, okay, but they won't just stand in range of the Torrent.
So, let's do a couple questions before...